Sabouts, and Rogueliker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress Succession Forward, episode 26 for the series. Let's begin. Last episode we left off, we were kind of working on the FPS death a little bit, and we were moving things around and cleaning the fort up, because that's kind of just been an ever-increasing task, which is fine. It's something that needs to be done. But heading down, let's go ahead and let's see. We were waiting for all of this ore to be picked up before we can close this area permanently off. So what I need to do probably, oh, hello. No, what I need to do is probably forbid all of these items for a second. I'll reclaim them in a second, but forbid everything here. They'll probably finish carrying the things that they're carrying, but then they should all rush down there. They should all rush down there to pick up that ore. What's going on? Bear with me. Somebody claimed the craft dwarf workshop, but we have a we have a child dwarf in a mood. Interesting. Let's see what he makes. He's grabbing some cloth. Ran away for a second. We'll see what he comes back with. He'll probably craft something like a toy or something, but it'll still be cool to have. Okay, he's got a cut block. He's running off again. Oh, he's going, grabbing some leather. I always like to watch and see what they grab. Okay, he's begun his mysterious construction. Good, so we had all the materials he needs. I like to watch and see what they grab because then it just makes me even more curious what they're going to actually do with the item. I'm going to queue up some, let's see, I think I want to queue up some fine meals. The reason for that is because the dwarves get happier when they eat fine meals, and since our food is literally through the roof right now, we're not lacking food at all, we can afford to kind of make a few. I'm not going to make a ton. You don't want to burn up all your food, but we can make some just so they get a happy bonus when they're eating their food. So why don't we go ahead and make 50 of them. All right. There we go. See, just like I knew they would. Now they're coming down and grabbing the ore. So once they've got all of this ore hauled out and it's no longer laying on the ground, I'll go ahead and reclaim all of this down here to be picked up. And we'll continue hauling everything out of this area so that we can close that area off and be done with it. Okay. I do want to start building statues in these areas. I'm not really concerned which ones. I just want them built. Oh, these guys are going to love these statues, though. All right, there we go. And I'll save the other one for when I get more of them. And I'll just do it floor by floor, because it goes all the way down to here, actually. Funny enough. You know, I just realized this is not even a floor. It's just... No. There we go. Is this one like that, too? It is. Just go ahead and mine those out, because why not? That might actually help with pathfinding a little bit, too. Not having pillars in the middle of the stairs. Alright, they're hauling a lot of that ore, so it's going to take them a minute before they can actually put the statues down. But they almost got it all. Wow. Really moving. We have any gems that need to be cut? Probably. Let's go ahead and just set gems to be cut for as long as we can. Get those cut up. Okay, a jagged deer bone left gauntlet. Oh, surprisingly, he actually made some armor, which is pretty cool. I do want to take a look at that. If I can. I'll have to probably wait for him to put it down or something, unless it's just sitting here, which it probably is. No, does he have it? Okay, that guy just grabbed it. He's going to the armory with it. He's right here. I want to see what it is. I think I can probably go in here. No, I'm going to have to wait for him to put it down. I feel like usually a screen pops up and tells you. I must have been confused. Oh, crap. Where'd he go with it? Lots of weapons. Okay, I guess somebody already picked it up. And, oh, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. I forgot about this. So, this is a jagged deer bone left gauntlet. All craft dwarf ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with cushion chalk cabochons. On the item is an image of Manam Rawmeers, the dwarf in Deerbone. On the item is an image of Astbittendike, the dwarf and dwarves in Sheepwool. Astbittendike is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf to the position of king of the standard of circumstances in 1. On the item is an image of Spoil Beaches, the weird of jailers, the granite coffer in giant parakeet leather. Awesome, very cool. Which, by the way, did I ever even look at these? Okay, this is the item it's actually got inscribed on it, but well, there you go. If you guys want to read it, I don't think I ever read that one when I had the fort when that one was made, and I don't believe I read it. But there it is. Okay, more statues being made. I do want to continue to smooth out certain rooms as it becomes available. Let's go ahead and give this room a whirl. This is bar/blocks, but I think I want to change this, right? No, I'll leave it for now. I really need a room for these guys to smelt in. Smelter. Okay, let's move the smelter out inside this room anyway. Let's get it out of the hallway, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Smelter, smelter, smelter. Where are you? Where the heck's a smelter? Okay, is it just separate here? Oh, furnaces. That's right. Smelter. There we go. Chalk's fine. Okay. Once I get that up and running, I'll go ahead and get rid of the other one. Have they moved all that ore for me? Oh, man, they're still moving it. These guys are slow. They're super slow. Still moving a couple bit of materials down here as well. Is the smelter set up to smelt? It is not. Go ahead and reclaim these items so that they can be moved to the respective stockpiles. I also want to go ahead and deal with some more of these rooms down here. Almond wood chest. I gotta go around the chests that are like rare. And I don't know the larch chest. Is that a wood? I guess it is. I gotta hurry up and get these bedrooms assigned as well at some point, because I don't even know if I have enough bedrooms for dwarves. It doesn't really matter right now, but it will matter once every dwarf has a bedroom. It'll matter to the ones that don't and they have to sleep on the ground. Let's keep assigning bedrooms. I don't believe I have enough, so I will have to expand the living quarters at some point, and that's not a big deal. I've been expecting it for a while. I haven't expanded down to the south there yet because I'm kind of leaving that area open. I figure if we end up getting a king or any other nobles that we need to give nice rooms to, that's where they're going to go. Especially the king. That's kind of what I'm holding off for right now. But it's always a possibility that the king doesn't come here either. It just depends on if our fort even gets up there for its value. That's what kind of determines if the king decides he's going to come live in your fort or not. I'll just go ahead and get this whole row assigned and be done with it for this episode. And it'll give me a pretty good idea of how many dwarves I have left that need rooms. I have a feeling it's going to be a good amount. And I could start smoothing out this area here, but I think I've got other areas that could be smoothed out. Not that concerned about smoothing out the bedrooms yet. I'm kind of holding off with any engraving and smoothing for the most part, because mainly for engraving. I'm holding off especially for engraving because I want the dwarves who are going to be doing the engraving to have some skill with all that. I think smoothing and engraving is sort of the same thing. It looks like this stuff's engraved. It is. Engraved is the Torgo rendition of the playful fortification, a well-designed image of a bin. The image is a symbol of the sack of rhythm, a local dwarven government. Engraved on the wall is an image of a dwarf. That's a pretty boring one. Image of a pick. So this is what happens when the dwarves are not good engravers. They do engravings of like a pick. Well, that's fantastic. But if you get like a really good dwarf, they'll do some really cool engravings. But it all just depends. They're staying busy, nonetheless. Very, very busy. I'd like for the trade depot to be somewhere else. Anywheres but where it is now. There's got to be a better spot. I think this is going to be like a big trap room. So we can't move the trade depot anywhere near there. Because where it's at now just feels so... It's just like chilling there off to the side. It doesn't feel like it's actually a part of anything. Like I could build some walls and whatnot and put it maybe here in the center. I could have like an area up here where all the trading happens. I don't really know if I want it next to the refuse pile here. We have to have a refuse pile inside though. Why don't we go ahead and like make that a little bit nicer maybe? Like just wall it off a little bit. It doesn't have to be completely walled off. We want some of the refuse to... We don't want it to like start rotting in there essentially, but we could wall it off and just make the area look a little bit nicer. Like I could put a wall up here and then wall it over and just have... Well, I could have just like a door in the center kind of, or Trying to think. Yeah, this will be fine. What do we want to use? I think gabbro, if we got enough of it. Appear to have enough. And well, we could do this like this for now. I have an idea, but it'll be a work in progress. It's going to take them a little bit of time just to get that done. Are they done moving my ore? Because I need to get that walled off. They are so close. There's no more down there, so just a few more dwarves left. Once they're done hauling, they can go ahead and start moving this stuff down here, and I can close that off. I'm going to go ahead and do that, though, so that way I can keep all the dwarves who are busy, or who aren't busy, I mean, they can start dumping these items again, and they are already set to dump, so that's good. Here they come right now. Awesome. So those are all potential dwarves that would have been sitting around. Now they're going to be busy working, and that's what they need to be doing. I don't care if they're literally just moving stones from one pile to another. They do absolutely nothing for me if they're just standing around. Now this training area here, I'd love to move the archer training area. And I think I have an idea for it. I'm going to go ahead and mine this out. The reason for that is I'm going to put like a little archery area, I think, in here. And I probably should make it too wide. Like that. 2 spaces wide. Because this is going to be little, what are they? It would be, I'll look and tell you right now. It's like a hole they can shoot out of. I can't believe I don't remember. It's, I guess, fortifications. I actually forget the technical term for it, but basically a hole that they could shoot their arrows out of at enemies. You know what? I messed that up. I meant to build it so I could put a door there. And I can't put 2 doors next to each other, can I? Or wait, I can? Sure, go ahead and do it then. That must be new. You originally couldn't do that. I know for a fact you couldn't do that. At least back when I played years ago, you couldn't do that. Hey, look, they're moving all the gabbro up and getting the wall constructed. Very, very nice. Very nice. I wonder if I could, let's see. The animals need to be moved into an area where they can graze. I don't think they can graze in there anymore because it's essentially they're too there's not enough grass. They've eaten all the grass. That's what this is. This is just like ground, right? Dense meadow grass, so maybe not. Oh, so yeah, sandy clay. Yeah, they've eaten it all. There's only a few other spots and it's sparse. We need to change that, but I don't want to necessarily knock the wall down. It's pretty much a ticket into the fort if I do. There seems to be 2 doors here. So it's not completely... I'm debating, like, I could expand it out to here. I'd have to... Yeah, I feel like it would take way too long for me to build the wall, but I might as well do it now. I'm thinking about moving them down into the cavern. That was something I was kind of considering. I was like, well, I can always move them down to the cavern, and they can eat the cavern grass, but... I'll just go ahead and move the wall. We'll move it farther out. It's going to take some time to do this, but it needs to be done. And so I'll get on it now. I guess we're going to do it out of chalk. And then I'm going to have to, I'll just leave that for now. I'm going to have to set these trees to be chopped down. Ah, crap. There we go. Yeah, that's just going to have to be how it is. And then these up ramps need to be removed. And I'll just go ahead and remove these ones so that there's no confusion. And I'll just go ahead and remove all of this too. There we go. Okay, that's going to keep everybody a little busy for a while. And they're done smoothing out that room. I could smooth out this area. And then I want to smooth this one. I'm wondering if I want to actually do fortifications for these two or just smooth it. I guess I could do fortifications, but we do want to carve fortifications like this. Okay, can I only carve that in a regular wall? Ah, I can. Okay, I thought that was the case. So funny enough, I'm going to actually have to tear down that wall, but I'm just going to leave it for now and I'll tear it down in a second. I don't want to tear it down yet because it does leave my fort vulnerable. And I've already got so many walls queued up to be built that it would just be really, really stupid to tear that wall down. Because my dwarves are busy doing other things. Wow, the brook there's running dry. Okay, I like that little room there. It's a little bit nicer. What is this? Willow log floor. Is there a reason that that's there? Colony of termites. Willow log floor. Why? Does it need to be there? I feel like it doesn't. I don't know why he put that there. And I kind of want to remove it because I have ideas for what I want to do up here in this area. I want to build like a trade depot area because I'm going to go ahead and remove it. I hope there's not a particular reason why it's there, but I'm going to move the archery range into an actual like designated area they can practice. And then I'm going to build like a really cool like trading area up there. That's why I put the wall between the refuse and whatnot, because nobody wants to stare at refuse whilst they're trading. And then, yeah, the animals need to be dealt with. So there's things to do, but I won't get to them all this episode, but I'll set myself up so next time I'm ready to go. And everybody's going to be... Building that wall is going to take some time. I see they are carrying stone up there already. Oh, and I can close this off, right? Because I want to get this closed off before. Make sure there's nobody here hiding. I've had that happen before. Okay, there is nobody in there. Closing this off right here should make a big difference for pathfinding. It should definitely help. Especially, I'm not sure if Rogueliker was having a problem, but if he was, this will help. But like I said, I'm keeping this area open because we're hauling out stuff from here. And we are using the stone for walls and such, especially because I'm going to do some more constructing in my future episodes, and I need all the stone I can get. I definitely don't want to close any of that off. It's important. We're smoothing that area out, and that's going to take some time. I'll go ahead and set this stone to dump so I can get it out of here. Actually, probably don't need to. I think they're... I'm actually not going to dump it because I think that they're grabbing this stone to build that wall up there because this is chalk. So I won't set it to dump. I'll just let them grab it. Now, building this wall here, it's not going to fully open the whole area up, but if we start getting the animals spread out a little bit, then they can start grazing on the other side of the field. And then we'll butcher a couple of them because I've got a lot of animals that I really don't need because I'm not using them. Oh, we need to start training war dogs too. Don't I have a training area? I know I set one up. It should be right here. It is. Okay, remove that zone and set up a new animal training area. We'll just put it... I want to build like a room for animal training, but I just don't have the time. I could put it in this like really like this area here. I guess it doesn't need to be like anything special. Okay. Set it to for animal training. And then I should set some dogs to be trained. Maybe. All right. I do have a stray war dog already. What the heck? Why can I not set any of these to train? Or butcher? I must be in the wrong... Okay, here we go. Yeah, just leave these alone. In fact, I could probably just... Yeah, leave them. Leave them for now. Okay, some of these need to be butchered. Because there's way too many of them. Like, holy crap. I'm sorry, but a lot of this needs to be butchered. There's too many here. I don't need horses. Butcher the horses. Okay, I've got 2 bulls. I don't need that many bulls. I guess the dog already is being war trained there. Just butcher this crap. There's just way too much. War dog. Okay. Okay. Well, that'll help a little bit to get those butchered too, and that also helps with FPS. But it's mainly going to help because once I get the bigger area open in here for them to graze on, it'll make it so they don't eat all the grass so quickly. There's just way too many of them in there eating all the grass. But yeah, so that's where we stand for this episode. We are out of time. I did get this closed off, so that's good. I'm going to leave this open so we can continue hauling from there. Hopefully that helps out a little bit, having this whole area closed off. And I'm going to queue up a wall to close this off. Before I leave. use up some of this random stone we have laying around. So, oh wait, that's how we get to the, well, we can get through it like this, and then I'll put like a wall here. But I could do that all next time. All right, cool. So we're all set up. I'll finish a lot of the stuff. I know Roguelike is pretty good about not like, usually he doesn't like go through and mess with things. Like we both do a really good job of just like leaving each other's like projects alone, which is kind of cool, but at the same time like assigning tasks for each other. So that's pretty neat. So we'll both kind of because he's been working on this whole wall area out here, and I've just left that completely alone because that's not my that's his kind of baby. But we'll go ahead and save the rest of these projects for next time. I guess I need to kind of give him a job or a challenge to complete. So let's go ahead and seal useless tunnels. I love it. We're gonna just we'll set him a new custom profession, but his challenge is going to be to find precious minerals, which is basically my way of saying, or actually I'll put dig for, or I'll just put dig deeper. Basically meaning I want to start kind of digging towards the ultra rare, ultra important candy that we need, but I won't go over that too much. I'll explain a lot of that later on in the future, but eventually it's something we're going to want to go for. And for custom profession, I'll put or I'll put I want to put like find precious minerals, but I don't think. Well, let's just put find a good ore. I can kind of give him an idea of what that means if he asks. Awesome, but that's where we're at. So, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I do hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you next time.